بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا ونبينا محمد وعلى آله الطيبين الطاهرين واللعنة الدائمة الأبدية على أعدائهم أجمعين إلى قيام يوم الدين. Inshallah, we are going to take lesson 2 of I'rab of Surah Yasin. I'rab means grammatical analysis. How to understand the grammar of Arabic language. So instead of giving you just theory, which I've already given theory, but now it is when we apply on Surah Yasin, which we recited, mashallah, more frequently in our Thursdays, in our Shahadat, whatever. I mean, we alhamdulillah, we are blessed to be reciters of Surah Yasin. And so that's why it is nice that to learn the grammar through Surah Yasin, because we have the words inside our mind, and we have the phrases, and we have some meanings also. Many people, they have understood the meaning of Surah Yasin. So it is nice that we are able to study the grammar through Surah Yasin. So the whole idea is to study the grammar, strengthen the grammar, and use Surah Yasin as an example. So let's see our presentation. So basically we have here lesson 2 I'rab of Surah Yasin. We are going to try to do the verse 1 and verse 2. Okay. As I mentioned previously, if you recall, there's a color-coded grammar of the whole Quran. It is like this book. And I said that it's always good to get these books. This is like 6 volumes, and it is all color-coded grammar. That means I can say grammar for the dummies, okay? Like they have colored what is the grammatical clause and grammatical position of each grammatical position of each letter, and they have mentioned the clause in the color. So for example, this is pink color is like a marfu', it's a nominative noun. That means it all normally takes the sign U. So basically this is U sound here. So that is pink color. And what is this for the category of U sound? This is fi'il, verb, okay? Fa'il, subject also takes U sound. If you recall, we made this classification of all the Arabic things. So if you have understood these 2 slides, this is all like this is 80% of Arabic grammatical classification. That means grammatical classification rarely goes out of these main grammatical titles. So we have mentioned this, and obviously color-coded Quran, this is in Arabic. So we are trying to do in English. So we come to, this was Surah Al-Fatiha analyzed grammatically, it was given in one of the sessions. So basically what happens here, that this Surah Yasin. So we have this yellow color. That means it's from the majroor, okay? So harf jar is like there's no grammatical position. Remember that, like orphans kind of thing, which doesn't have any grammatical position. So we just a quick recap, because I know these things are, it's always nice to just get a quick glimpse. We said that the pink color will be marfu'. Everything which is marfu', it is here. And as I said, this is already explained in my previous sessions, so you can go on YouTube and find this. This is blue color is maf'ul, okay, like mafa'il and mansub noun, which takes the a sound, okay? So this takes the u sound, this takes the a sound normally, but there are some odd cases. And then we have, this takes the e sound. This is what we call majroor. So remember this green color, okay? And then there was this yellow color. We said that yellow is, they don't have any grammatical position. So if we come back to our Surah Yasin, I need to take the Surah Al-Fatiha away. So we have this yellow color, no grammatical position. That is harf jar, B. Then we have green color. That is the noun which is preceded by a preposition. There's a preposition which preceded, which is ba. Then we have the another one, mudaf ilayh, the possessor. So we said this possessor takes E sound, Bismillahi, Bismi, me, Allahi, E sound. And then why is this green? Because this is a follower, tabi'. We said those tabi', this is adjective, this is description of Allah. So tabi' follows. So if Allah is green, it has to be green. If Allah was red, oo sound, this had to be oo sound. If Allah was blue, okay, the ah sound, this had to be ah sound. So ar-Rahmani, ar-Rahimi, E. Because Allah is E, these are following Allah in the E sound. So this is what we call taba. Now, this is just to let you get familiarized with the color, that what these colors are, what are these colors about. And you will see that in Arabic language is the most simplest language when it comes to pronunciation. Everything you write with the vowels, it is pronounced. Unlike English, unlike Swedish, unlike other languages where you have some letters in the word like knife. Knife is not knife, it's knife. Okay, knife. So why is this what is this doing? Because some Europeans, they call it kanif. Kanif, they call it but British, I mean the English people, they just said it will be nice to say knife instead of knife. Somehow something historical might have happened where some of the letters are still there in the spelling, but they are not pronounced. And that is what creates a complication in spelling when you study English language. But when you come to Arabic language, everything is there. A is A, U is U, E is E. All the sounds which are supposed to be pronounced are there. Yes, there are implicit signs, but those you don't pronounce it. So reading wise, you read an Arabic text with the vowels on it. It's the most easiest language in the whole world. According to some professors, they were discussing this issue. Because people say Arabic language is so complicated. Arabic language is not so complicated. It's the mind of those people are complicated who cannot understand the easiest readable language. Yes, if you will not put dhamma, fatha, kasra, obviously it will be complicated. Okay, so put the dhamma, fatha, kasra, and all these kind of things. So it will not be complicated. So complication comes due to the absence of fatha. But the Persians, they don't use fatha, dhamma, kasra. The Urdu people, they don't use fatha, dhamma, kasra. But everything you say must be written there. Okay, everything. Not like knife. Okay, a written W-R-I-T-T-W. What the hell, or what the heaven the W is doing there? So basically, Arabic language, when you come to reading, that's the easiest language because everything is there. You will pronounce it. Unless if the harakat were not there. And some artistic or literature requirements, like when you read the Quran, the end letter, you see the vowel, but you don't have to read the vowel. Like Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahimi, no, nobody says Rahimi. Because when you stop, you make this as a sukoon without any vowel. Ar-Rahim, not Rahimi. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. But when you connect, you say Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, YASIN, Rahimi YASIN, Rahimi YASIN. So that is how these Arabic languages. So what is the complication there? If you don't put the signs, then you throw people away because they don't know it's A, U, E. So, but that for that thing is solved by grammar. So if you know the Arabic grammar, then you will, even if the signs are not there, you will know this is subject, this is object, this is preposition, this is vocative noun, this all those columns which I showed you, the 3 columns of nouns. So that is number one. The other thing in the Arabic language is the grammar. The grammar is also simple as long as everything is there. But when we start using implicit things, then a grammar becomes a bit challenging. So we have a few implicit things. That means this, see in the bracket here, means that is implicit. Mim yani muqaddar. Muqaddar. So in Arabic language, there are times it is obligatory to consider something muqaddar. Why? Because let me see if I can open a sketch and explain something to you. Yes, this is a nice one. Okay, so what happens in Arabic language, the sentence has to be complete sentence. If it's incomplete sentence, then comes the time to do muqaddar. There has to be something there. You have to hypothetically say there is something there. I don't see it in the sentence, but there has to be there. This comes when the balagha and the literature art comes in. Then you start dropping off words and just doing implicit things and consider people they are all understanding balagha, and then people their lives becomes miserable. So that balagha, that literature of arts, art of meta, science of metaphor and science of eloquence, that is where it becomes challenging. But basic Arabic language, not local which people they speak. No, that's what other words realm, because many of them they don't have proper grammar. We're talking about basic Arabic language according to the code. It is very easy. So now we come to the balagha, the necessities of balagha. Sometimes you chop off the words, but still people understand. Why? Because it's implicit. But can the sentence be correct grammatically if a verb is chopped off or something similar to a verb? No, then the sentence is incomplete. If a verb or a predicate is not found in the sentence, we have to consider it an implicit. Okay, so let's see. First of all, I'll just try to see if I can make a sketch. So in Arabic language, the sentences, they are two types. Okay, either they are nominal, we call it al-jumla al-ismiya, noun, like it starts from noun, or verbal. In English, you don't have verbal sentence that starts with a verb. Muhammad came, Ali is eating. So it's all like predicative sentences in English. So in English, we have like this sentences, nominal sentences. It starts with a noun. But in Arabic language, you could start with a verb. How? Like, let me put the same word, okay? Ja, or let me not put ja'a, okay? Let me put something which I can use it there also. Muhammadun, see, on, that means that's a subject. Subject, nominal subject. Qama or qa'im. Muhammadun qa'imun. So now I have two nouns. Qa'imun. This is like a kind of, let me just put the kasra down so that people, they do not get confused. Okay. So there's a E, qa'i. Muhammadun qa'imun. And this is a predicate. So this is a subject and a predicate sentence. So this predicate acts as a, so remember I said verb or something like verb. Verb or something like verb. So here, here qa'im standing. Let me write in English. This is Muhammad. This is standing. Okay. I'm writing with my finger, so you have to give me, let me see where did my stylet go. I had a nice stylet, but this stylet is as thick as my finger. Okay, so standing. Muhammad is standing, okay? Because I want to keep it neat, because writing with finger is a bit, in the beginning, a challenge. So is standing. So this is not a verb. Qa'im, remember Qa'im ajjalallahu ta'ala farajahu sharif, is not a verb, but it's a noun. It has this sense of verb. When we translate, see, it comes out like there is a verb here. It is a verb, and when you translate, you have to translate it as a verb. But then when you come here, yaqumu, يقوم محمد. Wow, this is good, better than the finger. Okay. يقوم محمد. So يقوم is a verb, present tense. Muhammadun is a subject. Subhanallah. So we have here subject, we have their subject. In nominal sentence, we started with the subject. In verbal sentence, subject came after the verb. See the difference? So what is the meaning of yaqum? He's standing. Now he's standing now. He's in the process of standing. And qa'im is already standing and is in a standing position. So qa'im is in standing position and yaqumu is he is standing. But the translation, we got it same almost like standing, okay? You see how these two sentences are so similar in their meaning, but grammatically they are different. One is called nominal sentence, one is called verbal sentence. Nominal sentence is like English and Swedish. We start with a noun and the verb is comes after the noun. Muhammadun is a noun. Qa'imun is a khabar, we call it. Muhammadun is mubtada, qa'imun is khabar. So Muhammadun is nominal subject because it's for the nominal sentence. And qa'imun is a predicate, as in English, is standing. It's a predicate. So this sentence is predicated. Here we call it verbal like a verb, and this is, we call it verbal subject. Why? Because this subject has a verb. That subject had a predication. See the difference? Though in English you translate same, but in Arabic it makes a difference. One nominal sentence has predication, khabar, ikhbar, you inform, khabar, akhbar, okay, samachar, news, you inform, predication is informing. What is Muhammad? He is standing. But here, yaqumu. Who is yaqumu? Muhammad is standing. Somebody standing. So we have these two sentences. The meaning might be same. Obviously, meaning might be different. But I chose a sentence where the meaning is similar, almost. Because as I mentioned, this qa'im he's already qa'im. So it's a noun. He's in a standing position. Yaqum, he is standing. So Muhammad is standing, Muhammad is standing. Translation is same, but the meaning, sensation, because people will ask, so what's the difference? Why do we not use just one? No, there is a difference. Here I'm telling Muhammad is like saying, bihawlillahi wa quwwatihi aqumu wa aq'ud. In salah, he's standing. Here, no, he's already standing reciting Surah Al-Fatiha. You sense the difference? Muhammad qa'im, Muhammad yaqumu Muhammad, he's standing. So that is sometimes the meaning may be same, but there will be a technical difference in the meaning, like this one. Okay, indication of the meaning is a bit different. So again, before I move on, I want to make sure that these two things are important, because this is the foundation of Arabic grammar, to know the sentence. Sentence is either nominal, either verbal. So what will I be looking in the sentence? I'll be looking for a predication or verb. If I find a verb, it's a verbal sentence. Then I will have to look for fa'il. Fa'il, which is a doer. Okay? Fa'il, which is a doer. That is Muhammad. Verbal subject. If I find a predicate, I will be looking I will be having mubtada. Okay, what's happening here? Mubtada. Mubtada. Okay? Mubtada. Mubtada. So let me put a line here. I'm making war maps. So, okay. So we have here now two things. Nominal sentence will have nominal subject. Verbal sentence will have verbal subject. Verbal sentence will start with a verb. nominal sentence which starts with a noun. Okay, meaning might be same if say is same, and there might be some technical things, and sometimes the meaning might totally be different if it depends on the type of the verb you use. Okay, so now we come back to our Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. So what we'll be looking for, let me just again highlight this. We'll be looking in the sentence for either predicate, like is happening, or we'll be looking at a verb, any verb, past tense, present tense. Because both have subject. Muhammadun is same Muhammadun. Muhammad is not changed. Muhammad is same. The problem is there is a technical difference between qa'im and yaqum. Okay, that is what we need to do. So we will be looking for a verb or a predication, which looks like a verb. So that will let me know, is this a nominal sentence? So the grammatical rules of nominal sentence will apply. Or it is a nominal sentence, so the grammatical rule of nominal sentence will apply. So is it mubtada, nominal subject, and khabar, predicate, or is it verbal subject, okay, and a verb? What is it? This red, the one which is in red, that would define in the sentence whether it is a nominal jumla ismiya, we call it ismiya, and we call it here fi'liya. Fi'liya, something like that. I'm not too focusing on the English spelling, as long as you're able to understand. So this is the components, the pillar of Arabic sentence. If it is a nominal sentence, you will have mubtada and khabar, nominal subject and predication, like is happening something, okay? And if not, then if it starts with a verb, then it will be verbal subject. Muhammadun will be verbal subject because there's a verb. So if a sentence starts with a verb, it is called jumla fi'liya, verbal subject, and it starts with a verb, and the verbal subject is Muhammad. And here, jumla ismi, it starts with a subject, which is nominal subject, like in any other language. And after that, there has to be something which has indicative of some kind of action or stable action or something which has to do with the action. So that means you are predicating. In English, it will come out is standing. But in Arabic, the one will be verb, one will be predication. Okay? I will leave this video, inshallah, on our Al-Qaim Hawza, but if you want to take a screenshot, you can take a screenshot. Or I'll just erase this so that I can clean my whiteboard. Good. Now we come to what's happening here? Now we come back to Surah YASIN, which is color coded. Okay, let's see here. So now we have, so what are we looking? Look, we are looking for these pink things, okay? We're looking for these pink things. I don't see anything in Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, okay? So let's analyze Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim and check out what is missing. So we have both fa'il and fa'il. They both are missing, okay? They both are missing. So I will come back to my whiteboard and let's explain this so that it will be more clearer here. Where's my... Okay. Now, so we have Bism, okay? So we will put a line here. This is a particle. Particle of preposition. because we have in Arabic language particles of conjunctions, particles of, there are several families of particles. This particle, however, is the particle of preposition. What does that mean, a preposition? Preposition means that the noun coming after it will take E sound, most of the cases, because there are some odd cases. So this is bismi. Okay, think, is it a noun? Be is with or in or by. This is name. Isim is name. So we are saying by the name, with the name, in the name. Does it have any movement? Do you sense any verb or any predication? Do we have this when we translate it? Do we have this is something, or do we have doing or something like it is just in the name of, by the name, in the name? So there's nothing. Until now we did not find our verb. We need verb or predication. Remember, that's what we'll be looking. If we find a verb, we will have a nominal subject. If we find a what they say, predication, then we'll be looking at a mubtada, looking for a mubtada. Okay, what's next? Bismillahi. Okay, so why Allah is He? Because it's a possessor of this name. So whenever we have a possessor, we will take E sound. Okay, possessor takes E sound. So Bismillahi. So we say in the name of Allah. So whenever this of, okay, whenever this of, Bismillahi, of Bismillahi, name of Allah. Book of Ali. Remember our Kitabu Aliyin. Book of Ali. Okay, this of is this possessive phrase. Bismillahi, name of Allah. So Allah is the possessor of the name. Okay, grammatically, Bismillah. So sin, bisim, bisim is the possessive. I mean the possessed. Who possesses it? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's the name of Allah. Name of Allah. We translate it also the same thing. So it's the name of Allah. So now we come back to our Bismillah. So now, until now, do you see any verb here? Or do you see any predication? Do you see any khabar? Or do you see any verb? I don't see any. It's just in the name of Allah. In the name of Allah. So what we do? We are going to go further. So what is that? Bismillahir Rahman Nirrahimi. Okay, now Ar-Rahman is a noun, definite noun, attribute, so it is not a predication. You don't find predication with alif wal lam. Okay, there's alif wal lam here. So we are in trouble now. We don't have any pillar of the pillar which needs to be there. Without that pillar, the sentence is not complete. We have to put that pillar. There has to be a predication or there has to be a verb. What will I do? So what is a Rahmani? E. So this E is follower. We call it tabi'. Follows what? Follows the described. The description always follows the described in sign. So this is E, this has to be E. And then what is this? This is also the same thing. It follows the describee. So He is most merciful and most compassionate. Okay, now So this is, so I don't see anything. Now, how many E's we have? We have 3 E's, 3 of the majroor noun here. We have this, let's break this one. We have this majroor by preposition, okay? Majroor noun 1, majroor noun 2, because of the possessor, okay? This is because of the preposition, and this is because of the tabi' following. 3 of them are there. 3 types of majroor are there. 3 types of majroor. The preceded by the preposition, the possessive of, and the tabi', follower, because we say tabi' of. Now if you recall, let me just make you recall. Let's go back to those, what happened to my, okay, I don't want to mess up with this. Let me just go back to my green piece slide. Yes. So we said, see the column, how many types of majroor noun we have? 3 types. One is possessor, Allahi, okay, good. So we covered one possessor here. See, we're trying to review the whole grammatical positions through this Surah Yasin. And then we have harf jar, see, followed by a preposition, which is this one, bismi. So this is a majroor noun with the E sound, majroor, see, majroor with the E sound. Why? Because in grammar always, why? The question why comes, because it is preceded by a preposition. So prepositional nouns are, nouns followed by a preposition are always majroor. E sounds mostly, sometimes the sound might be odd, but they're always under the family of the E, majroor. And this is tabi'. Tabi' is adjective, you see, attributes. So what tabi'? Tabi' follower, follows. Like we mentioned in one of our sessions, yeah, this one. So جاء الرجل العاقل, adjectives. U follows U. So if it was رأيت الرجل العاقل, I saw the rajula, the man عاقلة, that is object. So عاقل is going to become عاقلة. Why? Because rajulu became rajula. Okay, كتاب الرجل العاقل, كتاب الرجل العاقل, E sound. Why did that happen? Because kitabu is possessed, الرجل is possessor, so it has to have an E sound. And then aqili is an adjective, so it will follow the rajuli. So adjectives, they follow, okay? They follow. And the conjunction, post-conjunction particle follows the pre-conjunction particle. And the emphasis and the substitute noun. These are the 4 followers. So we have here, if we look back here, our tabi'. So tabi' of majroor, tabi' of a possessor will be E. Tabi' of a followed by a preposition noun will be E. And that's it. So we have 3 types of majroor noun in Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. You see how we are trying to apply the grammar? Okay, so we have Bismi, Allahi, Ar-Rahmani, Ar-Rahimi. So Rahmani, Ar-Rahimi is the first adjective, second adjective. They both follow the described noun, which is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And Allah is the possessor of the name. So Bismillahi, name of Allah. And Ism is the preceded by Ba. So that's the preceded by preposition. So now, still our problem is not solved. Remember, we are looking for something like verb. Let's go back and check. Well, so we don't have any verb or nor any word clause which has the indication of a verb. Let's go back. Where are you, verb? we need to find you. So there has to be, otherwise the sentence is incomplete, and Quran can never be incomplete. Okay, the grammatically Quran is the most perfect book, which includes the different dialect and different languages of Arabs. That's surprising that Quran united the Arabs. because some of the odd dialects, the odd wording and odd grammatical positions were practiced. Quran included that to, okay, you're speaking like that, okay, I have something for you. You're speaking like that, I have something for you. So Quran beautifully united everybody in this beautiful structure of wording, which is the word of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Okay, so now let's go back to our whiteboard and check out what should we consider. You have two options. You have two options to consider. Either you consider it a nominative sentence, or either you consider it verbal sentence. Either you consider nominal sentence. How? Let's open our pen. Let's take the green piece. Okay. So we have Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. So what should I do? This is very important. This what I'm telling you is very important, because there has to be a verb or something like verb predication. There has to be. So this is just a statement. From here to here is a statement. Is that so? Yes, then it's easy. So what will I consider here in this blank before? Either I consider nominal sentence, either I consider verbal sentence. How is that? Either I say anything which fits the context can be added. I will put my statement, because I said statement. Let me put the word in Arabic statement. Here, I can say a verbal sentence. I can say aqulu. Aqulu. What does that mean? I am saying. Wow. I am saying Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Problem solved. So now we have a verb and a subject. Where is the verb? This is the verb. I am saying. Where is I? I don't see I. I is implicit. Aqulu ana. So this is the verb and this is the subject. Okay. Let me just put the different color here. So this is a verb. قول أقول يقول قال الله تعالى قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. Rasulullah said, this is a present tense. أقول, I am saying now. I am saying Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. So I am saying, that is my implicit. Problem solved. So this is one option. So this is verb, and this is what? Verbal subject, because it came with verb. Let's check the nominal subject option. Nominal subject is also easy. قولي my statement is, or my saying is, or my statement is. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Qawli Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. My statement is, qawl is mubtada. Let's bring our red color. Okay. Qawl is mubtada, nominal subject. Okay. Nominal subject. Okay. My statement is nominal subject. Nominal subject. Qawli. So my statement is Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. So all this Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim here is in the place of predication. So see, my statement is, remember is, my statement is. So do we have a predication now or not? My statement is Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Qawli Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Now there is an implicit, what they say, implicit verb here. Inshallah, we'll take it in future. Some do not consider. Some say, they say this whole sentence is in the place of verb. In the place of verb. Because, you know, we need a verb or something like verb. Okay. So this whole stance, as long as we have this, is finish. My statement is Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Qawli Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. So here we had two options. Either I say Qawli, my statement is, or either I say Aqulu. Now, which is preferable? The author of the book prefers the nominal phrase. No, a verbal phrase. I'm sorry, verbal phrase, this one. Aqulu. Why? Then you don't have to consider this whole structure as a predicate. Why? Because you have the subject and verb and the subject, and easily solved. Easily solved, smooth. But here we have to consider an implicit component to make is. You see, the bottom line is both are correct, both are acceptable, and both are grammatically valid. The preference of many grammarians is they will choose this option. Aqulu, I am saying. Now, if we go to our and we are done. This is enough for today. Yeah, I think it's enough for today. Too much to unpack. So I will upload this and you can review this thing. Let me just go back. First, take a screenshot. 1, 2, 3. If you have not taken, you'll find it on the YouTube. Now let's go back and see what is the author of the book. How did he choose? Yes. Let's bring our pen back again. Okay. So here, see, there is nothing here. So he has used fa'il, verb. He did not say what. You have an option to choose a verb which fits. You can say aqul. You can say abda'u. I'm starting with. That's why in Urdu they add shuru karta hu. I am beginning with. See, even in Urdu you can't say like that. Even in Urdu you can't say Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. And I think even in English, in the name of Allah, the most merciful, the most compassionate. Yes, what? What? So you have to consider, I am beginning in the name of Allah, the most merciful, the most compassionate. So abda, bidaya, ashra, shuru kartahu. Okay. So then they have chosen, and this is obviously I. The subject is I. Verbal subject, I, that I, ana. Okay, so verb could be aqulu, I am saying, or no, abda'u, I am starting the surah with Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Ashra'u, like Urdu people, they took this shuru'. Ashra'u, this is sheen. Ashra'u, again, I am starting, I am beginning. Okay, starting, beginning. So you have to say this kind of implicit thing. Otherwise, the sentence is not complete. Okay, let me give some time to see if there's any question. Let me just complete this. So basically, I am saying, okay, I am saying, I am starting, I am beginning with what? With the name of Allah. See, with, by the name of Allah, with the name of Allah, the most merciful, the most compassionate. So now the sentence is sweet. Okay. So now the sentence is sweet. So basically, I can write here. Okay, in the beginning of Bismillah ar-Rahman, Abda'u, Ashra'u, Aqulu. Okay, and then all is Ana, I. أبدأ أنا أقول أنا أشرع أنا بسم الله الرحمن. I begin with, I say with the name of Allah, the most merciful, the most compassionate. You can say أقرأ, I am reciting the Quran. أقرأ, any verb which fits the context. أقرأ بسم الله الرحمن, I'm reading by the name of Allah, the most merciful, the most compassionate. Okay, so this is something which hopefully you can take a screenshot here. Inshallah, next week we'll start with Yasin bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. So this is something about Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. I'll try to send the slides, inshallah, so you can have further, but the slides will not have these scribblings which I have made because this is on my screen. But anyhow, on YouTube, it will be there. The scribblings will be recorded with the, I hope they record with this, with the whole scribblings. Okay, so now let's see if you have any questions so that we can answer. Is it different with genders or is it same? Genders, if a lady is saying, I'm starting, yeah, aqulu, because first person pronoun in grammar, when you are saying present tense, it doesn't have any difference, male and female. Aktubu, akra'u. So male will say aktubu, I'm writing, female will say aktubu. Same. But second person pronoun, taktubina, taktub. You see, we took, there's one on my Al-Qaim Hawza YouTube channel, there's one lesson, no, there are 5 lessons about pronouns. Go to it there, you will find that the first person pronoun, there is no distinguish between male and female when it comes to present tense. Okay, let's what was the other question there was? Okay, so inshallah we will meet bi'idhnillahi ta'ala next week if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wills, and if everything is okay, then we will continue we'll start with Yasin. وآخر دعوانا الحمد لله رب العالمين وصلى الله على محمد وآله الطاهرين.